Welcome to the home of that official realness. Let's get it in with Real Talk, Niner Talk.
All right. What's going on, Empire? What's going on, fellow faithfuls? Just know that if you find yourself here, you are officially rocking out the Real Talk Niner Talk crew. And yes, we welcome you to the home of that official realness. Nobody can bring you unabashed, unapologetic, Real Talk, 49er Talk, like the crew here at Real Talk. So, let's get on to the agenda. Number one.
All right.
All right, this week we'll be, we'll be on Monday night. Big game, Mexico City, Estadio Azteca. All right, let's move right along. Now, can we get 3 in a row? Can Kyle call another one? We shall see. And now for the reason that we're all here for. 49ers versus the Cardinals. 49ers versus the Cardinals. All right?
I'm not going to sleep.
Yes, without any further ado. Hold on, where we at? All right, without any further ado, time to introduce the crew. Hey, well, all right, from the west side, we're the best ride. Let's give it up for the faithful of all faithfuls. Give it up, y'all. Silverado King. Next, we're gonna take it on down to the dirty south, Macon, that is. Let's give it up, y'all, for Judy Great. All right, we're going to take it on back to the west side, the best side. Not just any old cousin, but our first cousin. Give it up, y'all, for Super Dave, the OG.
I'm with you. No sleep.
Yes, sir. All right. And last but damn sure not least, it is I, your host, the one and only, Niner Style. All right. Y'all know what time it is before we get started? Time to stamp it.
Welcome to the home of that official realness. Let's get it in with Real Talk, Niner Talk.
Damn, kid, it ain't that funny.
Yes, bro.
Man. Relax, bro. It ain't that
I don't
funny.
know this one what I saw. This is the way you gotta.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I love it though. I love it.
Like he was window shopping.
Right. Like maybe he don't see me. Hey, shout out young Jordan, man. Hey, man, love you, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, fellas.
What?
So
That made my day, by the way. That made my day.
good. We got the Cardinals.
He's
man.
here. She's here already.
Yeah, but we ain't going into that yet, man.
Right.
We'll give it a minute. All right. So like I said, we got the Cardinals, man. What's everybody's thoughts on this upcoming game, man?
Hey,
Adam Schefter just reported that Colt McCoy is not on the injured list, but Kyler Murray is listed as questionable. So looks like we got to prepare for the guy that really killed us last time.
Hey, look, let's get prepared to play 4 quarters of fundamental football. How about that?
I'm not overlooking nobody, so
Right.
Well,
Let's see if Kyle can string together, like you said in the intro, 3 in a row. Let's go. You feel me?
Right.
Let's
As
stack these
long
games.
as we keep him on his heels, we should be all right, man. To me, that's any quarterback. If we can keep him on the hills and throw off that timing, man, with the receivers, their weapons mean nothing if they don't get the timing and the rhythm.
They're already going to be bewildered. There's 87,000 there, and 82% of that crowd are Niner faithful.
Right.
So they're going to have 71,000 just yelling at them.
Well, look, man. In the event, in an attempt to not disappoint 82% of the stadium being our fans, let's go ahead and play some clean goddamn.
Yeah, we still got to play the game, man. Yeah,
Yes.
the fans can't get out there and make plays for us.
Yeah, nah.
Hey, look, I don't know about y'all, but we've yet to play our ball with all this room we got. It ain't happened yet, so I'm still waiting for the explosion. We've seen flashes, but we should be lighting the scoreboard up.
Yeah, the offense ain't get off like they should have, like they should be. You know, with all the weapons that we have, like you said. You know, what did we put up last game?
Right.
I just need for us to get 7 when we hit the red zone. We get in the red zone, get 7. I don't want to keep getting 3.
No field goals.
That's 7. On Kyle. He's got to be more creative.
Right.
Hey, look, what they say? In real estate, location, execution,
yes.
execution.
Absolutely.
Come on,
we got to get out there. We got to execute. We got to play our style of ball, man. We got to play our ball, man. We got to run the ball. You know, do what we do, man. You know, and that whole thing on Trent Williams, you know, hedging plays.
I was just about to say something about that.
Yeah, it's not, you know, I mean, I think people make more out of it than what it is. At the end of the day, you still got to know what's coming. I mean, you know run's coming. You don't know what kind of run is coming. You know, it's just not. It's not cut and dry like people make it out. Oh well, people know what run. You know, the other team know what run's coming.
And look,
that's exactly what he said in response.
You seen him asking questions about it. He was kind of irritated.
I mean, because he knows the game and he knows that doesn't really mean anything. You know, really
he wanted to say, "You dumb motherfuckers, do y'all really think?"
Not just that.
It doesn't matter because he's going to run over you anyway.
But he could also set his feet like that, and we're gonna pass the ball. He could throw people off him anyways with that. So if you decide to believe in that, go with that. Go ahead. You know, that's also what he was saying. I can do whatever I want. You don't know what's coming. You don't know. It could be a pass coming. You know. So if you think every time I set my foot back, you're gonna run the ball, keep it up.
I don't normally take, buying a lot of Acho's takes, but when he said what he said about, I don't give a damn how I set my feet. You still got to be a 6'5", 340 plus pound man. You know what I'm saying? So I can tell you what I'm gonna do to your face. You still got to beat me. I mean, so man, look, man. And people like that, man, I'm not saying it's not nothing that if it was an issue and we saw it was an issue, that it was something that don't need to be fixed. But certain people just need to find shit to talk about. Unfortunately, we're not in that group. We don't just need to find something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to just bring our hats on, something like that, and say, oh, man. I mean, so whatever, man. It is what it is.
Well, another thing, I'm going to derail a little bit. But with that being said, I don't think people understand, like, our ages and our knowledge of this team. We may be new to YouTube, but we're damn sure not new to the fucking 49ers. Believe that.
Right.
Curtis Stones, 11 minutes.
You good.
Or a game of football, for that matter.
Yeah. You know I may not look my age, but I'm older than a lot of guys that are on YouTube. I'm older than a lot of these guys. And and that's no, knock on me. I'm proud of my age. You too, Dave. You right there with me.
Yes, I'm right there.
So it is what it is. So, we ain't old, those young whippersnappers just talking out of left field. We know what we're talking about over here. And we've called quite a few things that were dead on.
That's Fox Sports 1. All they do is talk.
We called a lot of shit that was dead on,
Now, whether the 49ers listen or not, that's something different.
It is what it is, but we know, and our followers and our supporters know, they know what time it is over here. They know that we've called a lot of stuff. Spot on.
That's why it's never a surprise when it happens in the game.
Yeah, but look. I hope to be wrong a lot of times, but sometimes we're just not. And and we got to do better, man. We keep going to these games to see these L's, man. We got to change we got to reverse the curse. We got to reverse our own curse. We got out the 2 games so far.
Over 2 right now.
Yeah, over 2, man.
And
both the teams that we should have beat. And both the teams we should have beat.
And not just losses, ass whoopings, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. That Atlanta game was ridiculous, though. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous.
Hey,
I'm
I had to use
hoping
the
that
cliche,
Miami
like, hey,
game is
man.
better.
We got to stop meeting like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's pathetic.
Hey, at least
You know
it
what I'm
didn't rain
saying?
on you guys like last time when we got together. Oh
It
man,
rained, but it was tears. It was tears. It was tears this time, though.
I still get shivers thinking about that one.
Oh
Hey,
man.
I mean, everything was just then nothing go right, dude.
Right.
It just, it
Everything
just.
the day before was fine, but that night when we all left the restaurant,
Oh,
Yeah, I'm talking about that. Yeah, I'm talking about that ladder.
well, I can feel it. I can feel everything from here.
Oh boy.
Hey, what they say? Everything that could have went wrong, just about went wrong.
Yep.
1 2 1 2. I'm back.
From that first drive, I knew we were in trouble. They just marched down the field like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, that's because we played out to our competition. I told y'all for some reason.
Yeah, we got to stop doing that, man. We got
to stop doing that shit.
But again, 9 injured players, and Carolina just beat them the other day. So what does that tell you?
Man, look, when I see these teams we lost to losing other teams, like, man, come on.
Yep.
But anyway,
ridiculous, man.
Let's keep pushing forward. And real quick, story about that Atlanta game. We were deep out there. And, you know, so when we met up, right before we met up, we walking in, I heard this, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I can tell if it was us then. So I had to find the team. We're like, oh, damn. Okay,
I think
in the red zone already.
By the time we sat down, it was 14-0.
Yeah, but I responding to what Kev said. I knew it was them. Ain't no way in the hell we going into Rock Falcon Stadium and the stadium run like that, and it's us. You know, a lot of us are there, but it was them. I knew it was them. And when we, like you said, by the time we sat down, we was down 2. No, we were down 1 actually. Jeff, we were sitting by when Jeff Wilson coughed that fumble up.
Right.
And let's go. You know, let's get a round robin on that, man.
We're gonna 14-0 hole.
What do you guys? Let's round robin. We start with Kev, man. What's your thoughts on Jeff? I mean, I know we're a little late, but what's your thoughts on Jeff Wilson being traded?
Well, man, according to reports, you know, because I wasn't there.
He wanted to.
But according to reports, he asked for a trade once he picked up McCaffrey because he knew when Mitchell coming back, his snaps are going to decrease. So, you know, like a man, like a gentleman, say, yo, hey, can we look at a movie, me, man? Because, you know, let's just go ahead and call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, my snaps don't decrease. I don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, let's see what we can do.
Right. Okay, Dave, you?
Hate to see him go. You know what I'm saying? While he wasn't no, you know, RB1, just take the game over, he'd have played some great games for us, did some great things for us, and a hell of a dude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to miss him as, you know, as an individual and as a player. But, you know, that's unfortunately, that's how the game goes.
All right. Dave, what say you?
I didn't have him making the squad coming into the season, but the years he's been with us, nothing but respect. He's filled his role, and he saw the writing on the wall with McCaffrey coming and Mitchell coming back. He knew he wasn't going to get any touches. So I'm happy he's gone to Miami where at least he's going to get some touches with Mostert. So we'll see him in a couple weeks, but I think this is a good thing. We'll break in the backs that we drafted and have a full foursome. And Jeff, you know, he'll get a deal in Miami. He'll get to play. So it works out best for both teams.
All right. Judah Great, your take?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, I got the privilege of having an older brother that's a Dolphins fan. So he's been hugging me. He's been hugging me and thanking me for everything we don't send to him. Jeff Wilson, he don't got there and he don't took over the RB1 spot from Mostert. Jeff Wilson, he the RB1 now. The boy don't balled out 2 games straight with over 100 yards, 40, 50 yards catching, touchdown on the ground, then through the air. So he been balling out there since he got there.
I have a feeling that's going to change when he plays us.
I hope shit. Because right now,
I didn't hear of any practices where he completely. I didn't hear of any practices where he completely confused the defense. I heard it when Mostert was there. I heard Mitchell had a few.
I don't give a damn about what you heard. I'm going by what I seen on tape, and he tearing it up in Miami right now.
All right. Well, the South Beach Niners. That's what I call them.
Yeah,
so you got over there a bunch of fucking Niners over there. Well, I'll tell you this, and you guys may be surprised by this. I don't give a shit. I don't. I don't.
We don't.
Cause you been wanting to get rid of his ass.
Yeah, I was never crazy about Jeff Wilson like that. I mean, to me, he was a good, dink and dunk back out the backfield, whatever. But as far as running between them tackles and all that, he had his spurts here and there. But man, give me CMC over that dude any day. I'm not mad at all. And yeah, he's sort of writing on the wall. He look, and Kyle, I'm quite sure Kyle agrees with me.
I mean, you can't find nobody that'll say they'll take him over McCaffrey anyway.
Right. So come on, man, let's be honest. We won that end of the deal. So I, with that being said, I have no ill, feelings or, toward Jeff Wilson, but sorry, man, CMC is just better, man. Dude is dope. I'm sorry, the dude is dope, man. Showed out. Okay, well, let me ask you guys, do we beat the Rams in convincing fashion without him, with Jeff Wilson, without CMC?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I think so.
No, I don't think so.
You're also the same
guy. No, you're also the same guy. You're also the same guy who said you'll take Purdy over Jimmy G.
And I still stand by that.
No, bro.
Eventually, he's going to cost us a game.
He is insane.
Hey, look,
man, brother.
Right now, the dude playing mistake-free football, and he's doing his thing.
Because we have a running game.
They did. Dave got that goal bar on the screen there. You got to have that goal bar.
Like you got to be drinking goal bar.
Yeah, you would actually take Purdy over Jimmy G.
You have that one game where he messes up. He always does.
But I'm saying, though, what has Purdy done
to convince you, right?
To convince you that you'll take him over Jimmy?
Yeah, at the time.
Hey, let me say this right quick, Dave. I'm trying to save you a little bit, Dave.
Okay, that motherfucker, no more goal bar. No more goal bar. No more goal bar for Dave. No more goal bar for Dave.
Number one.
Okay, we can't tell.
Yeah.
You don't need to tell.
Your talking is enough. We can tell by the shit you're saying. It's what's in that jug.
He's playing mistake-free football because we have a running game to back him up.
All due respect.
You can't save him, Kev.
Dave.
He going down with the ship, brother.
Yep.
All due respect, Dave. You higher than gas prices, my brother. Yeah, ain't no way in hell. You think Trey struggled because he was a rookie? He ain't got the skill set that Trey got. So I know.
Why do you think they're entertaining bringing Trey back if this guy gets hurt?
No,
they're like Trey. They're entertaining that because they know this guy's.
That's not going to happen.
What's not going to happen?
They're not going to bring Trey back.
Yeah, you tripping
this season.
I don't think they should, but we never know, man. They desperate for a Super Bowl. I'm not a fan of it, but I did say that's why they're entertaining. I said they're entertaining the thought of that because they don't want to go. They know if Purdy gets in there, we done.
Not entertaining the thought of that. That's more talk from a guy.
Listen, man.
From a guy who just got kicked out of the 49er practices in GC. I'm not going to say his name.
We ain't gonna talk about that. We gonna leave that alone. That ain't none of our business. His misfortunes ain't none of our business. Like I said, they're entertaining, and it's not just Grant. It ain't just Grant. I've heard Miyoko. I've heard a few people say that. It ain't just Grant. So a lot of show podcasts and so forth that are covering this team have hinted to that because they know if Purdy. Right. So we put Purdy in. Purdy's going to save the day. That's
bottom
your...
line. Dave.
Hey, look, man. Dave, if Dollar can come on this show and give Jimmy his props, man.
Yeah, you can.
You
That's
can do it
ridiculous.
too.
I can give him his props as long as we play mistake-free football, running the ball.
He's been doing that the last few weeks. So,
and he's also thrown under 30 passes. But what I'm saying is,
that's the formula to
when he
win.
gets over 30 passes, we're in trouble. And y'all gonna be singing the same tune we've been singing all last year when he played.
With CMC and Mitchell in the backfield, we should see him throwing the ball over 30 times.
Right.
With CMC and Mitchell in the backfield, we should have won by a lot more last week. We didn't have
Hey, look.
It didn't happen.
And now I just take the W over anything.
Yeah, I said it was an ugly one, but I'm taking it. I'm taking it. It was ugly, but I'm taking it.
Of course we gonna take it, but wouldn't you feel better not having to use stuff like Pepto-Bismol
And then
when
besides-
he's under center?
With CMC,
I don't think it was no need for that these past couple of games with him. He's played fairly decent ball.
But we expect for McCaffrey to come in and just take off running, man. It's still shit he got to learn.
Yeah, he's still new to the offense. You're right.
He's still new to the offense.
And they still got to balance him. That's why you have Mitchell in as much as possible because he knows the system. Let McCaffrey
I'm gonna say
observe
this for you, Dave. Listen,
and blend in.
everybody talks to their opinion. It was how to yours. In our opinion, it was a terrible one, but that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
That's all
right.
we're saying. You know,
That's
no,
true.
I do not want to see what's going to happen in the event. We got to go to Purdy. It's not going to be Purdy.
Well, I'll say this, sir. I agree to disagree. We'll agree to disagree on that.
All right.
Right. We still love
We'll
you.
leave that there.
You be tripping sometimes. That's all.
Well, you know how I do when I get passionate about shit. The next morning I get up and I take it to Twitter, and I'll put a Twitter poll up.
Put the poll up,
Yeah,
yeah.
you gonna keep it up. I'm gonna Twitter poll your ass. I'm gonna take it to Twitter,
Anyway.
and we're gonna post the results.
Hey,
No, answer. We're gonna let the people
John,
speak.
get up like-
I get it, Kev. It's still love. I'll still let you sit on the couch, even though you got that Jerry curl stuff covered up under that hat.
Woo.
Shots fired.
There's the S curl now.
Hey. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I ain't got my sound bites for him.
I never seen you with hair.
That's my
I
choice.
don't know if you ever had hair. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, I got to say I'm with Dave on that one. That's my choice, brother.
That's
That's my choice. We got to get we got to like people with good hair.
You gotta worry about it drying either.
We get,
Hey, I keep my hair fresh.
I look, man.
all right, man.
How did we get here?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But listen, man, y'all know the deal. She's in the building, you know. And like we always say around this time. Well, first off, let me cut the beat. I'm messing up over here, man. I'm messing up here big time today.
Oh man.
What do I do, man? All right. And like we always say around this time, no broadcast, and I mean no broadcast, is ever official without the queen.
She's your queen to be, a queen to be forever.
Let's give it up, y'all, for Panama, the queen. For the queen. So, like we always say around this time, you know, we appreciate the real talkers more than you know, and this is always my favorite part of the show. So let's get it off. Let's kick it off with the roll call. Let's get it. Hey, real talk, 9 to 12. Say what? Say what? Roll call. It's the roll call. All right. So nice we had to wipe her off and introduce her twice. Give it up, y'all, for Panama Queen. All right, let's give it up for JD in the place to be. Give it up, y'all, for Jerome Davis. Right on. Right about that, Jerome. All right, in the place to be, we got Mariah 49 faithfully. Give it up for Mariah, y'all. We got KD in the building, and not Kevin Durant, but Corey Davis. Give it up, y'all, for KD. Corey Davis. All right, this is our brother from another. Let's give it up for 49er Tone. Give it up for Tone, y'all. By the way, we met Tone down in Atlanta, man. Cool brother, man. Came up and introduced himself. Very cool brother, man. All right, we got brother RC, not the soda. Give it up for Ramon Clark. Ramon Clark, y'all. Give it up. RC. All right, our other resident DC, the former linebacker. Give it up for Tara Dome. Tara Dome, y'all. Oh, it's my man from Pomona, California. Hey, give it up for my man, my brother like no other. Give it up for Mr. P-Town 49, aka P-Funk. Give it up, y'all. And let's give it up again for our sister from another mister. Let's give it up, y'all. Melissa. Sir. You're right, Melissa. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Don't just hit that like button. Will Smith that. Will Smith that like. Will Smith that thing.
Well, I think Adam did that.
Devontae Adams. You got to fill me in on that one.
Oh yeah.
Like the cameraman, goddamn.
Oh, let's give it up for Little Jew, y'all. Also first in the building once again. He beat his daddy in there, y'all. His daddy gonna get docked. Let's give it up, y'all, for JJK Squad 2.0. I'm sorry, I forgot one.
You forgot.
Mike Taylor. Okay, he's a new face, man. What's going on, Mike? What's the deal, brother? Everybody, let's give it up, y'all. New addition, Michael Laylaw. Thank you. Thank you for rocking out with Real Talk 90 Talk. You're part of the discussion. Who else did I miss?
Albuquerque. Took a wrong turn, Albuquerque.
Oh, Albuquerque, Turkey, where you been at, man? I ain't seen that brother in a minute. What's going on, Albuquerque? AT in the place to be. Let's give it up.
And we got
a content creator here.
Who?
You know, come on through.
And nothing but Niners pulled up on us.
Yeah, I was looking for it. There
yes,
you
they
go.
did.
What up, NBN?
Let me find them.
Not sure which one of
What's
y'all is.
happening, brothers?
Good fellas, don't know which one it is, but
Right. You know, but thanks for coming through.
All right, well, let's give it up for Nothing But Niners. What's up, y'all? Give it up, NBN.
What's happening?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And you know the deal is we got to talk about it. Yeah.
And Cinnamon Kiss just entered the building.
All right, and for the one we can never taste this, give it up, y'all, for Cinnamon Kid.
Yeah, another Facebook user just popped in too.
And Facebook user, you a ghost right now.
Yeah, Facebook user. Yeah, we can't see a name, but if you can come on over to YouTube, yeah, come on over to YouTube. You know, holla at us and subscribe while you're at it. All right, fellas, let's talk.
All right.
All right, so getting into this game, fellas. Any concerns?
Only concern I have is not getting overconfident on defense and the secondary. The secondary is going to be tested. You got D-Hop, you got Rondell Moore, Hollywood Brown is coming back for this game.
Right.
And when he decides to show up, the former Panther, former Jet, now on the Cardinals.
Hey, I just don't want
Richie Anderson.
I just don't want our dudes to come in overconfident and just knowing they're gonna win this game, dude, because it's a divisional game, man. Right. It don't matter what the record is when it comes to division games. It's always gonna be a dogfight. Right. Unless we playing the Rams.
All right, y'all, in the place to be. Let's give it up for King Sir Ski.
Yo,
what's going on, Sir? Voltron has officially formed. Voltron has officially formed, man. So
that means we just can't look at the prognosticators because supposedly we were favored by 8.
Oh, okay.
Right.
No.
Well, I think it all depends on when when our defense, what our defense decided to do.
Memphis,
Memphis Maine coming in.
My man Memphis Maine. Give it up for Memphis, y'all. Y'all know how we do with the roll call. No man left behind. Stephen Williams. Give it up, y'all, for Stephen Williams. He's our peoples, like you said. That's my man.
No, Steve Howard don't play that for me.
Friends of danger. Friends of danger.
Now, guys, peep this.
What up,
peep this closely. He's Seahawks Eddie now. When they was getting their ass cracked, he was Eddie Taylor.
Yep.
Now that they got back to some kind of respectability, now he's Seahawks Eddie. Let's give it up for Seahawks, y'all, with the bullshit. Let's give it to Seahawks, man. Give it up for Seahawks Eddie. Yeah, you got to get the laugh with that.
Hey, we win Monday. We win Monday night. We back in first place.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
We coming for that number 1 spot.
Hey, Seahawks Eddie, you my man and all, and you come in peace, but don't do that. We're gonna call you Eddie Taylor. Go back to Eddie Taylor. Keep that. Hold your position. Hold your position, Eddie. That's my man, though. Seahawks Eddie. That's my man. That's my man. He comes in
Seahawks
peace.
Eddie Taylor, Eddie Haskell. It don't matter. Bang, bang, bang.
Eddie Kane.
I was thinking the
Eddie
same
Monster.
thing Terradome just put up.
Hey,
I was thinking the same thing Terradome just put up.
Hey, you know what, Terradome? I'm a fan of a down defense so long as you got two credible slot corners. You know what I'm saying? But you're right, though. To prevent that passing attack on third down. But see, then again, though, they got that boy Connor back there. That boy ain't easy to bring down. So, only 3 down linemen, kind of got to watch out for that. You feel me? And it ain't like we got a dog-ass 1 tech or 0 tech to play nose tackle.
Hey,
we go, in the 30 front.
Hey, see, our pass rush gonna have to show up because with Brown coming back, with Hollywood coming back, Robert Anderson, and the other receiver they got, all them dudes fast as shit, dude. So we cannot allow them dudes to run behind our
Right.
You know what though? Hey, I got a question for y'all, for the panel and for the real talkers. While this is up here, and great point, Terradome, I would like to hear y'all thoughts on if we did go with this set on defense, with 3 down linemen on the third down. If it's me, I'm going Bosa and Drake Jackson. Now I'm not sure who's going to be in the middle. Maybe Givens, maybe because Armstead's still out, Killon's still out.
A minute, Hugh, man.
Right, right. Good point. A minute in the middle. So the linebacker, I'm sure it'd be All-Pro Fred and Greenlaw or Aziz.
And I'm gonna put Abraham back down.
Aziz on pass coverage.
I'm with Drew on that, man. You get Bosa, Ebukam, and Amenahue in the middle.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed our line in the middle is a little. It ain't got the same snap it did when you had Kinlaw and my man out there and Armstead.
Because if you're gonna put Jackson though on the line, you can always move Ebukam back to linebacker because he played linebacker with the Rams.
Right.
He did.
Right.
I mean, so you would tell me you're gonna move Ebukam back to linebacker and take out a Dre Greenlaw or Aziz?
They'll still be on the field.
On a passing down, I would take out Greenlaw. I think Aziz.
I don't know about that, dude. I don't know, man. Hey, you gonna start shitting on Greenlaw?
Thank you. See, hey, Terradome, yes. Bosa, Drake, in the middle, right? Okay. My edge rushers, I want Bosa and Drake out there.
I look at it like this, Jew. Eckler made Greenlaw look bad last week. Connor is just as lethal.
Hey, man, look. How many games Greenlaw done been out?
I think, 1 or 2, I think?
Drake
No, hell no,
Greenlaw
he been on more than that.
Yeah, he was out more than that.
What, this season?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But I'm saying OG gonna keep shit on the man like he a scrub. The man been out about 4-5 weeks.
I forgot he was out for.
They call him. They don't call him Big Play Dre for nothing. I'm just saying, while he's back there trying to get his feet wet.
Hey, look, man. I like Aziz too, but I'm taking Greenlaw all day.
I like Greenlaw too. I think
I'm
Greenlaw
on the
just.
fence with that one. I like Big Play Drake too. But
let's be honest, Drew.
interchangeable.
When Aziz comes in there, we don't drop off at all. There's no drop off.
Nah, we don't.
Right.
We don't.
Right.
He he can more than give us the same production that Greenlaw would give us.
Hey, I
All
forgot
right.
Willis was back. Yeah. Hey, Terry Dome.
The other resident DC, Terra Dome, says we could stay fresher platooning Ibukam. Willis comes down too. Yeah, Willis is a great addition, man. Let me tell you, we literally took shit and made sugar out of it. Because when listen, when that brother came to us, man, from the Jets literally gave him away. You know that.
They did.
They gave him away. They pushed him out the door.
Willis first game back, he was getting his ass back there.
Yeah. Willis is he's a stud, man. And that's who? None other than Kosaric. Kosaric can take them guys and dress them up. Guess he couldn't do nothing with T.Y. McGill. They cut his ass.
Hey, you see, Bosa was like, he kept saying 75. Every time he was back there, he kept saying that 75. He like, what the hell is that?
That's a great thing.
Hey, now
We
look,
still don't.
I'm gonna tell you
Although
something
Armstead
else,
hasn't
though. Now,
practiced,
Dave,
we
we
still
talked
don't
about
know if
this
he's
today.
going to be playing or not.
I'm sorry, repeat that, Dave. I didn't hear it.
I said, although he hasn't practiced this week, we still don't know his status for this game or not.
Right.
Supposedly,
he's
they
out.
might rest him one more.
Right. We don't have too many guys out this game, which I'll show in the game time report. But we don't have too many. We don't have too many out. Actually, they have more out than we do.
Hey, now.
But hey, Kel,
I'm also saying this.
but my question to you,
Don, what's up?
you gonna move Ward back to safety if we play a dime? And bring Amber Thomas off the sideline and put Lenore back in the slot?
Slot. The nickel.
Ooh.
We said three safeties, 3 corners.
Hold on. Here's my reasoning. Jimmy Ward is only good at man-to-man in pass coverage versus tight ends. Somebody slower than him. And we saw versus DeAndre Carter in the Chargers. He got smoked like a turkey, and he ain't Thanksgiving yet.
He got burnt. But then in all
And
fairness,
they're not going to have Zach Ertz.
What happened with Jimmy Ward? Could we consider that more of a one-off? Because that's like, to me, that's like, and I'm gonna make an analogy here. That's like a center in the NBA that's never been dunked on. Everybody gets dunked on at some point or another. And like I look at these guys in the secondary, every so often you're going to get burnt every once in a while. That's not a common thing for Jimmy Ward. It's not a common thing. We don't constantly see Jimmy Ward get burnt like that.
Line up off from a receiver a lot either though.
His ass got butterball.
Well, that was last week. Yeah, but how many times can you count and say you've seen that with Jimmy Ward?
But see what Kel point is, that's against tight ends. He's saying against receivers is something different.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. You're right. Against slot receivers,
now,
yes, all them
I will
motherfuckers
also say this,
fast.
I don't care who you are. And the two things I'm about to bring up, Jimmy Ward got neither of the two. Either get a jam or a reroute. He just let Deontay Carter just come off the line like, man, go ahead, my brother. I'm going to play catch up. You ain't that fast, Jimmy.
No.
Yeah, but Carter ain't do that shit. Carter ain't do that the rest of the game. He ain't do it again. It wasn't a continuous thing because my thing is this: if we got to depend on Diamador, I'd rather put Jimmy Ward there.
I mean, I feel you.
No, a nickel.
Oh, it's
No,
slot?
he don't
Yeah.
slot.
I'd rather him than Diamador.
You can tell he doesn't want to play the slot, but Deshaun Gibson has been doing such a
balling
good
out,
job
right.
at that other safety position.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this from my DC knowledge, and Terry Dome. Let me know what you think about this too. I think Jimmy Ward is better in space than he is man to man, like manned up against. He's better with the player in front of him.
I agree with that too.
The better you ask me.
Well, he has the hawk eye for the safety. Like that's his thing. Like Jimmy will, he will get in plays and get guys down. So I give him that.
Now listen,
he can tackle. He can tackle.
He can tackle. Yes.
A lot of people say Jimmy Ward hasn't had many interceptions, which he hasn't. But he got a whole ton of pass breakups.
That's right.
He may not catch that motherfucker, but he'll break it up.
He's gonna stop the play, right? He's gonna stop the play. And look, like I said last year, he actually got a couple of interceptions. He had a few. Remember the Rams game?
Yes.
The NFC Championship? He had a few. We're not saying he broke the bank and killed shit. He's not Hufanga-like, but he'll get one or two. And Hufanga, man, that boy, man, we just keep striking gold with these guys, man.
Hey,
I'm still concerned about that other. I'm more concerned about that other corner slot than I am the nickel, because those receivers usually eat up. Those class receivers usually eat up Lenore on that side.
Right. Well, they all listen. Those guys are gonna get there. So just know it's not gonna be an easy fix. Regardless of who we put out there. On that other side, whether it be Lenore or Thomas. Ambry's been had too.
How good is that O-line for the Cardinals?
That's funny, man. I don't know much. Like I said, I'm gonna check the stats when we go into the game time report. But I don't know. I don't know much about them. I just know they haven't won a lot of games. And
that's a good point too, Terry Dome.
Exactly. Ball coverage and communicates well in cover two. Lacks the quickness though. That's all right. But like you say, he knows how to compensate. Like I say, he may not make a lot of get a lot of turnovers, but he will get you down. He will end the play. He will stop the play.
Hey, I'm gonna give y'all a play to illustrate exactly what Terry Dome talking about. Had Jimmy Ward been in that spot Hufanga was in last week, that blown coverage don't happen.
Right.
There ain't no way in hell Jimmy Ward passing off old boy knowing no. So you're right. You're correct. His knowledge of the game and his experience helps tremendously.
Shit, you want to go one further, even though it didn't help us, but it goes to show you that Jimmy Ward he can read and see what's coming at him. The Super Bowl. When these fools let Tyreek Hill run by him, who was the only one back there to stop him to get him down? Who was the only one in position where they were supposed to be? Jimmy Ward. Don't overlook that because it was a negative play, granted. But had he not been there, that's 7.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? We still do the same. We still doing the same shit, playing undisciplined. You said it last week. You got guys like Greenlaw. You're covering a receiver that's already recovered, letting guys run wide open down the field. It's the same shit. We have to clean that up. Now, while I love our linebacking core, there's been times where Fred Warner, all of them have been caught out of position, and we paid the price.
Definitely bad angle.
Yeah, come on, we got to clean that up, man.
But I'll say one thing though. Going up against Arizona and the speed that they do have at receiver, it's going to kind of prepare us for Miami and all the speed they got at receiver.
Right.
Yes.
It's a good prerequisite for what's to come. You're right. You're absolutely right. But my thing is this, man. That pass rush gets home, all that shit is irrelevant. All that's irrelevant. The pass rush gets home, it's irrelevant. Now look how Geno running around the league tearing everybody up. Did he do that to? I know who he didn't do that shit to. These guys here.
Man, I ain't been playing nobody really, man. So
yeah, but it's still in all. I mean, he's been able to extend plays, and I ain't gonna lie, Geno's been looking good against subpar competition, like he should, as he should. But he ain't do that shit to us.
Gotta give credit to Picard though. That's his MO, man. He can
always.
Hey, look, Dollar.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
How have you been feeling about number 10?
Man,
man,
I got. Hey man,
go ahead, say Dollar. Get it out. Get it out.
You know this real talk, not talk. So I gotta keep it real. He been playing pretty good, man. Three games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you take Brock Purdy over Jimmy G?
Hell no.
Hold on, Don.
Conversation over.
You know what to do. You know what to do, Don. Do it for me.
All right, let me get it up. Go ahead with the question. Set it up right.
Would you take Brock Purdy over Jimmy G?
the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Listen.
Oh, hell
My bad, OG. But I had to ask him, man.
Let's revisit that after a bad loss.
Hey, look.
If this was an episode of Around the Horn, they would have red.
His ass to be muted for the rest of the show. I'm muting his ass.
Hey,
I'm glad.
Let's ask that question.
Hey, Drew, I'm glad you mentioned that. Y'all already know I'm going with them. Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch has not brought in another quarterback that's better than Brock Purdy in case Jimmy Garoppolo goes down. Telling you right now.
Go ahead and say it. I know where you're going.
From what I've been hearing, number 5 ankle has been way above schedule.
Like I said, I've heard it on numerous reports that they flirting with that. Yep.
If he fucks up in the postseason, late on this season or the postseason, or if he gets hurt, the 5 gonna be back out there, man.
That's what I said earlier. I said, listen, man, they're flirting with the fact that because they don't trust Brock, they're talking about bringing Trey back, early. And it ain't just like I said, Dave. It ain't just been Grant. It ain't just been Grant.
The reason why I say that is because they haven't brought anybody in that's better than Brock Purdy to play behind Jimmy in case Jimmy gets hurt.
Right.
They would have been did that by now.
They signed Jacob Eason.
No, they did. Yeah, they did. They did pick up a quarterback. They did pick up.
But he ain't that dude ain't gonna do nothing, man.
Nah, he ain't gonna see the field.
He's more in the mold, but he's more in the mode of Trey Lance than he is Jimmy Garoppolo. He's a running style quarterback.
But I don't think they're gonna use that dude if Jimmy goes down, man. I think they're gonna use Trey, man.
They're gonna go back to Trey.
And
I'm not gonna lie, Dollar. As much as
I
don't think that's a wise choice. I think it's a huge risk because if he re-injures himself, now we're really fucked.
Hey,
and if he re-injures himself again this season, somebody's getting fired.
Or God forbid, if he injures that ankle.
Well, if that's the case, they need to bring in somebody, man, that knows the fuck they can do something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In case Jimmy goes down, and I don't think Purdy or that quarterback they brought in, I don't think they're going to get it done, especially when it's
in college, Jacob Eason was pretty decent. He was starting over Justin Fields and Jake Fromm at Georgia until he got hurt.
Yeah.
Right. As long as we run the ball 40 times a game, this whole topic is irrelevant because Jimmy will have easier layup.
Hey, my boy said Jacob Eason.
Oh, no.
Hey, now we know a lot of people head. A lot of people don't know who Jacob Eason is.
I remember him.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say and play like I know. I don't know who the hell is that.
John said the same thing I said. Jacob
Eason. He sounds like somebody old, but
yes.
Give me the 411 on him.
Wasn't that the former Colts quarterback that they built up?
Jacob Eason
didn't do shit.
Hey, pull up newbie comment.
Oh, where is that?
The other one. No, the other one. Yeah, right there. That's for you, OG.
It's irrelevant.
All right.
Mr. Irrelevant. And don't get me wrong, man. I'm not gonna shit on Purdy. I like the kid, but nah. If we made Trey wait, if we look at Panama. Panama's a nut, man. Panama's crazy.
She in the kitchen. Let Panama cook.
I think Dave agrees with you, Panama. He's the GOAT.
Hey, they're like, ain't no more green bean.
Purdy's the GOAT.
Green beans are underrated anyway.
Hey, man, by the way, anybody ever go to Panama social medias, man?
Hey,
Panama be posting some funny shit, man. Y'all listen, man. This is real talk to everybody. You got Panama social media. You got to go to them videos and clips she be posting. Panama off the hook, man. I don't know where she finds enough time in the day, but she has me at work in the mornings cracking up every morning. That's the crazy shit she posted.
Oh, shit.
But nah, man.
I got my eyes wide on this one, man.
Man, you know, man. I just said that
Dallas
because
said, hell no.
you know how Kyle let Kyle out.
And you called it. You said even Dollar wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I was just throwing that out there, man, because you know Kyle be shooting a lot of smoke, man. Like he be, saying some shit that what I'm saying, to throw everybody off. The man said there ain't no way we gonna bring her back, if Jimmy gets hurt. But then you sit in front of an interview with Mammy Yoko and you said we'll see in December. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, Kyle may,
Hey, look.
God forbid it comes to that. I really hope it doesn't come to that. And for the, I noticed we got some real talkers in here that are all for it. Them guys they braver than me. I'm just scared that he would re-injure that ankle, man.
1 year does not make a career. I want him there for the long haul. And if he gets injured again, you set him back another year of rehab, another year of trying to learn the system, another year of trying to get used to NFL competition.
That boy he hurt that ankle again.
Wasted 3 years of this kid's career.
But even though next year Kyle said he's gonna use him the same way.
See, that's being stubborn. That shit.
Well, again, on that play, it was Trey's choice to run.
Right.
So
I still think
hopefully he would have learned his lesson and not run so much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, though, Kyle still he needs to, we need more bootlegs and stuff like that, to get him in the rhythm. We haven't seen much of that. We ain't seen any of that.
That's what we need to be doing.
So I mean, Kyle ain't off the hook completely now. Yes, it was his choice, but why is it his choice? You're the head coach. Don't give him a choice. Dial up something better.
Right.
I'd rather you just run in the red zone when necessary than run all over the field.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So y'all know what time it is, man.
Right? I'm gonna say this right now. Hold on, Don, real quick. As far as Jimmy Garoppolo, right? And as far as we've seen him play, we've seen the same movie every season, but he has played as well as he's played this season, right? So I'm going to tell you why, though. Not only the fact that he fuck y'all can stop shitting on me. That's number one. Number two, he auditioning, right? I'm looking at his contract incentives. He gets paid just for being on the roster, right? And so then it says here, for every game Garoppolo takes at least 25% of the snaps, he'll get a bonus of $250,000. Mm-hmm. That means he made $250 week 2. If he stays healthy, he'll be getting $250 bonus over the next 15 games, expected to earn $4 million. Winning pays off. On top of the $250,000, Garoppolo will also get $100,000 if Niners win any game where he plays at least 25% of the snaps. He's a starter. You know what I'm saying?
He already got that.
Now, for purpose of this exercise, we'll say 49ers will win 10 games, expected to earn $1 million. I mean, so just the better he plays, the better. I mean, the better for him. And not only is he trying to gain some credibility for himself, he auditioning. So listen, I don't want people to think we don't like Jimmy because that's not it. It's just we've seen this movie before. If he can add a chapter or a scene to his script that we've never seen before, great.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying it behooves him to play better and to play good every game anyway.
Yeah.
And listen, Jimmy, just keep doing what you're doing and don't turn the ball over. We're gonna be all right.
And as long as we're running the ball, there's less chance of that.
Yeah, there's gonna be some teams want him next season. I'll tell you that right now. He a free agent too. The teams gonna want him.
And they can have him. And I think we get a compensatory pick for him too.
Yep.
So they can have him, man. We'll be all right with Trey. I'm still on that mindset, But moving right on
Dave,
along, man.
I think it's coming for you, Dave.
I thought y'all were all ready for Trey to come back.
Oh, man. But all right. I just want to get that little, part about how well Jimmy playing and him playing better, helps everybody. So,
right. I agree with P-Town 100% on this.
Bro,
that's
we've
the
been
problem.
mad before over quarterbacks. We're still getting We're still
We
getting
won't be
over.
mad in the middle of no fucking playoff push.
No. Ain't no way hell Purdy coming in over no fucking. Well, Jimmy, if Jimmy gets hurt, there's no way. And as much as I don't like it, I understand it. I'm just scared to death that this boy will re-hurt that ankle, and that pick will be all for nothing, kind of.
That's what worries me too. The ankle.
You know, player flip. All right, guys. Well, let's get on with it. With the get on. All right, y'all know the deal. It's time. I said it's time. It is game time. Hey. All right.
Okay.
All right, let's look at the offensive comparisons. All right, we're not too far ahead of these guys. I mean, can't sleep. Like I said, we can't sleep. We got to go in there and play.
Ahead.
Yeah, but we got to go in there and play. To stay ahead, we got to go in there and play.
They average more points a game than us.
One.
Yeah, that's because this offense is fucking stagnant. The offense is stagnant as hell.
Hey, Dave, all you need is 1 point to win.
Yeah.
You want another team.
Yeah.
Lord knows we've had 1 point losses before.
All right, let's get into the defense.
That's crazy. For all the firepower, 22 points a game.
Yeah, this is where the domination come in at right here.
Right. This is always the difference. This is always the tell of tape there. The difference maker.
You look at this and you just lick your chops.
Yeah, this has to be where we hang our hats on tomorrow. Monday night. All right, let's get on over to the injury report. Right, 49ers. Let's go, y'all. You think Armstead be back tomorrow? I mean, Monday?
Nope.
God, I keep saying tomorrow.
Nah.
I think they hold him out one more game.
One more game?
I would like to see him back.
Yeah.
I think Ebukam's definitely coming back, though.
Right. What's to do with Danny Gray ankle? And we got to get on the ball with Dan. We got to get that boy up to speed, man. We got to develop that boy, man.
Agreed.
Boy there, Dave. Mo Hurst.
Mo Hurts.
It hurts looking at him on this list.
Sure does. All right, let's get on over to our opponents. Ooh, I'm sorry.
Oh, they're finished.
Boo. Like I said, they got way more guys out than us, but you see you got Kyler here. He's probably going to play.
I see a couple of starting offensive linemen on this list. Rodney Hudson out for the year. Max Garcia questionable.
Right.
Will Hernandez out.
Yeah, you're right. They got some pretty good pieces out. But
Now Marquise
y'all know
Brown
what I'm saying.
will be back for this game.
Yeah, he'll be playing. Some guys that are here will be playing, but you guys got to know they put these injury reports out early in the week. They don't do much change, especially for things that are going to be called on game time decisions. They'll still stay on the IR.
But with them missing Zach Ertz, they're gonna be a big loss for them because they don't have a threat coming from the tight end position.
Right. Yeah, and our linebackers are very dominant, so D'Amico can kind of go ham there, bringing that pressure up and fire this boy's ass up. We owed him some payback anyway from last year.
Yep.
Do him just like you did Geno, and he ain't no runner. This boy, he don't scramble like that. I would do him the same way. I would send all kind of packages at his ass.
Now here's a couple of updates. Their number one corner is ruled out for the Cardinals. And Buda Baker is playing with a knee injury. So you got Byron Murphy Jr. out, and we got to watch a pitch count for Buda Baker.
Right.
If he's out, that means Kittle gets used a lot more in this game, which a lot of us have been calling for.
Yeah, Kittle. We need to see more Kittle anyway. To be honest with you, we need to see a lot more Kittle, man. Kittle, we we need Kittle back. You know, we definitely need Kittle back, man.
And I also heard though that they decided to not go practice in the high altitude, trying to get their wind and stuff together. I heard they just gonna go straight from Arizona to Mexico and do their thing.
Right.
So I'm expecting a lot of them to be windy.
Right. Michael Laylaw. Well, Mike, we're gonna leave that for our resident DC and Terror Dome. You know, to answer that for you guys. Those are the guys who that is their thing.
Suggested it.
Yep. You know the rest of us. We're with whatever works.
Right.
We're like the rest of the family. Whatever works is gonna give us the advantage, man.
That altitude develops cramps if you're not prepared. Sucking wind.
Right. Well, we're gonna move on along here. We all know Super Dave has his matchups that we do every week. Matchup analysis, which I happen to like. I think he's pretty spot on with them. You know. So with all that being said, let's give it up for Super Dave, the OG's matchup of the week. All right.
This is still an important game because it is a divisional game. We are top of the division at 3-0. We want to make it 4-0. Ever since DeAndre Hopkins has come back, that Cardinal offense has picked up, and his impact was immediate. He is the man in that offense. They will throw him short balls. They'll go deep. So our man, Mooney Ward, is going to be tested. We love seeing matchups like this. Number one versus number one. Now, a couple of years ago, DeAndre came on here, and he had one good game, and we made him a priority in coverage ever since. So I expect this to be a priority again. Lock him up, double him if you have to. He's going to get his catches, but you want to have those short gains. You want to be right up on him. And Mooney is the guy that can do it here. He's one of the reasons he was brought here, to contain guys just like DeAndre Hopkins. Now note, this is a test for our entire secondary because that Cardinal receiving front is talented. From Hopkins to Moore to Anderson to Hollywood Brown. Passing is the key. Everybody in that secondary has got to come with their lunch pail ready. But Ward has the chief task of stopping their number one. Ward versus Hopkins. That is the matchup of the week.
Super Dave's matchup of the week, you know. And, like I say, I think he's pretty spot on. That's definitely going to be a big matchup, you know.
Yeah, I want to ask a question of Kev and our resident DC in the chat there. It seems to me that Ward is not one of those guys that necessarily runs up and down the field. He has a spot at that left corner. Now, if they decide to have DeAndre take him out of that spot, is it advantage Hopkins or is it advantage Ward? What do you see there?
So you're saying if we don't man up or lock up Hopkins with Ward, right? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
I don't see why we wouldn't. I mean, I know Rondell Moore is a little jitterbug. He's fast as hell, but the biggest threat is Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? And Rondale Moore plays inside most times anyway, right? So my thing is, with him playing inside like that, a lot of traffic in there. So long as the pass rush does their job, and we got to start getting jams and reroutes. It's one thing I can't stand as a DC is a free release. If you get beat because you missed a jam, you shot the wrong hand, you shot the outside hand versus the inside hand, and you hopped up, that's one thing. But if you just give a free release and then you get beat, like, well, shit, you gave him a free release. So my thing is, you put, like on Madden, before the game, you can go ahead, you pick who you want to guard who, you put Mooney Ward. And listen, if Hopkins sneeze, you're going to say, bless you, and have pass him a paper towel. You know, wipe his nose with. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see why we wouldn't just lock him up. And I really think this game is going to be a statement game. I know we're playing out of the U.S. and they're behind us in the standings and things like that, but I think this game is like, okay, you know, we finally put it all together, this game, across the board, and we show teams, hey, listen, we here. Now, I'm not saying we finna light the scoreboard up. It's 45, 12, whatever you call it, but I think we show the team, we show the NFL and other teams, listen, we here.
The one thing he's got to watch for.
I kind of go boxing one to a degree with Hopkins versus everybody else. You man up Hopkins, and you can be zone or actually even better than that, I like a matchup zone. I'm saying if you know what that is, I like matchup zone everywhere else and man to man with Hopkins.
Part of Hopkins. Go ahead, Drew.
What we learned with this defense, even when Salah was here. They ain't gonna change their defense for whoever we're going up against. They ain't gonna let nobody follow nobody. You gonna match it with whoever lined up in front of you. We didn't see them moving Sherm all over the field, letting Sherm follow nobody. We haven't seen Mooney Ward moving all over the field, following nobody. So
hey, hold on.
That's what I was saying. He plays at one spot.
Realize, versus Chargers, we saw Mooney Ward in the slot. On the right side of the defense. So he moved from the left corner spot. I mean, granted, it was trips left, and it was no receiver, no threat on the right, but he moved. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think not only is Mooney Ward growing, but D'Amico's growing as well. So he knows what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got faith in D'Amico that he's gonna make any adjustments necessary to go ahead, and better the team in the result.
The only way I see him let Mooney Ward chase Hopkins is if Hopkins eating us up in the first half. Then I think he'll make that adjustment in the second half.
Okay.
I'm reading this. The only thing is, if he's on Rondale Moore, who's on Hopkins? Lenore. That's a losing battle.
Right. Man, we'll see. Who gonna be on Hollywood?
That's a fair question too.
And then you got Robert Anderson, who's on the 4-3.
Well, like our light-skinned assassin said in his show earlier, it depends on which Robbie Anderson shows up.
That's true.
There are times where he's perfect. There are times where he's absolute trash, dropping passes and everything. So I kind of cancel him out.
That could be dangerous. But when he's on, he's up. When he's hot, he's hot. I've seen him light shit up. When he's hot. When he's hot. You're right. But you don't know.
The one thing we've got to watch for with McCoy as a presumed starter, he lit us up last year, and we got a taste of it with Mahomes this season. That back shoulder pass. Every time he dialed that up, whether it was on Mooney, whether it was on Lenore, they just had that at will. McCoy throws that ball well. He throws that pass well. We definitely got to watch for that.
Let me tell you this, as a DC and a former cornerback, among other positions, the only way to defeat a back shoulder pass is playing trail technique. I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but you playing trail technique with no safety help, now you be able to top if you bite. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, a back shoulder throw, that's just hard to defend.
Right. Very hard to defend. And even harder when you got a quarterback that can put that shit right on the button.
But I'm going to tell you what can alleviate all this. Pass rush getting home, baby.
Yes.
Stay in that quarterback face. I don't care if they got.
I said that earlier as well. I said if the pass rush gets home, all that's irrelevant. And I think we will. I think
Willie Beeman. I don't care who back there. You stay in that boy face.
I think we're gonna get home, man. I do. I honestly think we're gonna. I think we're gonna get home. I think the defense is gonna get home. Who they got that's gonna really neutralize Bosa?
Oh, you know what? Hey,
who?
I forgot about AJ Green. Good point, newbie. I forgot they had AJ Green over there. He about stick, but I forgot he was over there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I said, we get home, he's irrelevant too.
Hey, yep. I mean, if we gotta dial up some blitzes, dial that shit up, put pressure on these motherfuckers the whole game.
Yeah, they could be had. I mean, we see how they started out. They can be had, man. They reckon what it is for no reason.
D'Amico been seeing a lot of blitz lately because teams are starting to chip Bosa now.
Right.
So that's
right. And we don't have.
They've been blitzing a little bit more. I think they're gonna do the same thing Monday.
Like you said, they chipping Bosa, and we don't have that pressure coming up the middle anymore.
Only thing with AJ Green is they're trying to phase him out.
Yeah, like I said, we don't have that same pressure coming up the middle.
On Don's point, even though we do have another edge rusher or multiple edge rushers, you can pretty much afford to kind of chip and things like that to neutralize the edge rusher if that interior D line ain't getting no push. So actually, an edge rusher's success is dependent upon the push from inside, because now you got to block the edge rusher one-on-one. If you ain't got to worry about the inside, you're like, shit, double him, chip him, do what you got to do. Right. Don't let him beat us. So we need
what I need
on
is
the inside, just fuck.
I like that.
I need for the refs to start calling holding on these dudes on Bosa. We see Bosa get goddamn choked 4-5 times a game.
You read the comment below?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
He been in Coco. Yes.
Men in stripes help neutralize Bosa. He's right about that. There's a lot.
They've got to damn near turn his helmet 180 degrees for them to call something. Otherwise, they're not going to call anything.
Look, there's no way in hell Bosa goes to a whole game and not get one holding.
Hey, look, OG, and there ain't no guarantee either, because we seen goddamn Debo goddamn head get turned last game in college.
Yes, we did.
Boy, why they hate this team so much, I don't know. I don't know.
But see, now hold on now. Something else. Now, before I was a DC, I was an OC, right? Now, the risk you run when you use a running back as a chip, now you delay that running back's access into the route or into the field. So you use that chip you want to. Now, if that edge flattens that running back, now you're down one guy and pass, catching the pass. But Bosa normally runs right through that. I saw him with a play a couple games ago. He ran that tight end right to the lap of the quarterback. So, you chip you want to. If our linebackers are in position, they don't let a chip knock them off their responsibility. You see what I'm saying? So
right.
I think D'Amico is going to be on his game.
Yeah, I got faith in D'Amico, man. And also want to give D'Amico a round of applause for the second half adjustments. That brother came out second half and shut him down. Pitched the shutout. Pitched the shutout. They didn't get no points. Shut him down. Remember what I always say, guys. You got to win the second half. He won the second half. He came out and won the second half. Even if you could remember, no game has ever lost in the first two quarters.
And I'm gonna say this, man, and this isn't me taking up for Jimmy G, but this is just playing football. Unfortunately, when players are there to be made and Jimmy G shows up, the rest of the team got to show up for Jimmy G. Be it don't false start, don't hold, don't be looking man downfield, don't miss a block, don't drop a pass. I mean, so long as we execute, and I know it sounds real simple, but execution is everything. So, of course, last game, we left points on the field. And so it's not only Jimmy leaving points on the field, it's the team in general. So I can't wait to see this team stop leaving points on the field and everybody's doing their job, catching passes, picking up blocks, not jumping on false starts, things of that nature, man. We started doing that. And yes, Jimmy did. You can tell Jimmy not used to doing RPOs because he 2 key RPOs last game. He threw to McCaffrey and yet handed off to McCaffrey. Debo should have had two more touchdowns last game. You know what I'm saying? So Jimmy, work on that, man.
Yeah, man, he missed a lot of RPO.
Well, we know what to expect from Jimmy. We know that. Like we know Jimmy.
I will give him credit for that impromptu run and pass to Ray last week.
Ray on the side week. Yeah, that was nice.
I didn't know he had that in him.
Me neither. It was on the dime too. It was kind of like a thing of beauty. On the move, yeah.
On the move.
Hit him on the dime. I'm like, okay, but
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, you put that in his hands.
You ain't gonna see that again until 2029 or something.
You know what that looked like though?
Remember when we don't say it twice.
Yeah.
Remember his first season with us?
It's like them Looney Tunes. You see them maybe once a few years.
Remember that first season when he finally got to start those 6 games? That looked like the old Jimmy G on that one play. Just the freedom to actually get out of the pocket and make something happen.
No, I disagree with that one play. Shit, what about the kid on the back of the end zone? Shit, nah, Jimmy he was balling that. I ain't gonna front, man. The motherfucker was balling, man. I know y'all don't like him, man, but the dude was balling, man.
Yeah,
we gotta keep it
doing his thing now.
We gotta keep it real, man.
You gotta respect.
He put the game away. We didn't come away with no field goal.
I just would like to see it consistent.
Right, I get that.
He's been showing consistency though. The last few games, he's been consistent, man.
Right. So we can only go by that. We can only go by that.
3 games without throwing a pick, so one coming Monday night.
Well, I hope you're wrong, man. I hope you're wrong, Dollar. I hope you're wrong. Come on, guys. We want to win. We want to win now. We know Jimmy.
That he was going to throw a pick.
let me leave him alone, man.
Jimmy, that's what Jimmy do. He will throw the ball.
Ain't nobody.
And he ain't had no close calls either. He had a couple of passes that should have been taken.
Hey, look, ain't nobody stomped Jimmy out more than us on this panel.
Listen,
now it's time to pick him up, dust him off, and be like, "Shit, all right, bro,
get out there. Get on out there and play, man. Get on there and ball."
I got another prop for Jimmy right now, right? He was crucial on third down last game. He made a couple throws outside the numbers on third down. I mean, tight windows. So this now. Watching Jimmy all these years, I think I kind of get it. So you normally hear Jimmy in the huddle or you hear a sound bites. Let's go, guys. Have a day. X, Y, Z. I think the other guys got to help him say, hey, Jimmy, you good. You got it, man. Look, Jimmy, you okay. Just
that's part of it,
do
too.
You.
Hey, look.
Ain't nobody heard him more than McGlinchey. Ain't nobody heard him more than McGlinchey. How many times he make a positive play and it's called back because this dude either done held somebody or this. I've seen him blow games, literally blow games, game-winning drives.
I can't wait till that man gone next year, man. I can't stand him.
I thought we were being nicer to him.
No, I said we're not going to tease him.
Man, McGlinchey is
I said we're not going to tease him. We're talking about his play on the field. You were teasing the guy.
But Jimmy playing with extremely high confidence right now.
Yeah.
Because some of those throws he made to Jennings and years past would have been pick sixes.
Right. Well, like I say, man, I just hope Jimmy could keep it going, man, especially in the postseason. That's when we need to see this shit.
And I think Jimmy, in his head, Jimmy knows that he auditioning for another job next year.
Feel great, baby.
Give it up for Emiliano. Give it up a round of applause for Emiliano.
Feel great, baby.
Hey, we
I don't know. He seemed kind of hype at that Warriors games when the cheerleaders came over to him.
Man, all of them shook Jimmy hand. Ain't shook nobody a hand but Jimmy.
Well, Jimmy gonna go on the Marlins or some shit when he's done retiring. You know, when Jimmy's doing football, he going into modeling or something. You know what it is. I mean, hey, man, more power to that guy. But he can't get it together. He got to get off this team. I know that. You know? McGlinchey, yeah. Ain't nothing positive I can really say for McGlinchey. Like I said, I'm not going to tease him because I know he got some mental health stuff going on.
I'm gonna call him McGlitchy. Just like a glitch in the video game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, McGlitchy.
Unfortunately, he's been that. He's been that. Unfortunately, his play.
Think about, we gave up on Trent Brown for this dude,
right?
And Trent Brown only when he left just went to Pro Bowls, won Super Bowl, every fucking thing.
Excelled.
And McGlinchey been hot garbage ever since his first year.
Hot garbage. I'm talking about one.
We gave up on him has an asterisk because that was not this current regime. That was that last regime, and it was a stupid move. And I cursed when they did it.
No, that was this regime. This regime, the one traded his ass.
And I'm glad he knew we didn't want his ass when that pick came in, because he said that we was expecting who else? Who he said we was expecting instead of him?
Derwin James.
Yeah, Derwin James.
I just wish we would have killed Trent Brown.
I agree.
Yeah. And look, and I'm gonna say something I've talked about to your guys on the show. And John, if you're still here, John, and me and John talk every day about Niners, man. But I told him, and I told y'all, I really feel Jimmy and Kyle handicap each other. I feel Jimmy handicaps Kyle because Jimmy kind of limits what Kyle can call based upon his ability to stretch the field, get the ball downfield, outside the numbers, things like that. I feel Kyle handicaps Jimmy because he limits him to certain plays to where he like, well, I've only seen you do this as well. But man, look, just let it rip. Damn it! That's
what I was gonna say. When you say that,
if the ball's not carried over, great.
Listen,
So my thing is, so long as Jimmy, we're taking shots downfield, our team has to respect that. I'm not saying come out and just go air raid, but I mean, damn it, let him get the ball downfield outside the numbers. I mean, help each other. Help me, help you. So if y'all stop handicapping each other, I think we'll be a whole lot better as a team. And like I said, the time Jimmy shows up, sometimes we don't in other positions. I know Jimmy not perfect, and we should have known Jimmy defecated, what do you call it, diarrhea, loose bowels, what do you call it on Jimmy X amount of times on the show. But when he shows up, sometimes we don't show up for him. So damn it, let's all play together as a team.
Let me tell you why partially disagree with your point.
I will agree with you on that point. Whereas when Jimmy sees a play that is not going to work, he seems to do it Kyle's way anyway. When you're a veteran of 8 years and you see the shit's not going to work, you should have the freedom to change up the play. It doesn't seem like Kyle gives Jimmy that ability. Maybe we would be better off if he had that freedom and maybe not make half of the mistakes he does.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why I say I partially agree.
Jonathan Armstead got a
I think Kyle called some plays downfield and Jimmy chose the checkdowns out of
field. Yep.
Trey gonna let the ball rip. That could be part of it too. But like I said, Jimmy did come into this team. You know, that first year he had
Jimmy handicapped Kyle sometimes.
And he had
right
hear me out. He had them 6 games.
No. I want to talk about you, Don. I'm talking about Jimmy, John comment.
Yeah, I got it. What I'm saying is, if Jimmy was able to come in them 6 games and light shit up and do the things he was doing, why can't we do things? Why can't Kyle build off of that? If he did it then, why couldn't he show more flashes of that? So I don't know. I think it's unfair to say that Jimmy handicaps Kyle because Kyle's the head coach.
True, but I also remember something else I said. Kyle will rather lose his way, finish my sentence,
than win some other way.
Somebody else.
Yeah, I get that. What I'm saying is, like we're saying, will Jimmy have other options? Don't give him the option. Just draw the play up to go the way it needs to go. Just draw the play up. Don't give him the option. You're the head coach. At the end of the day, Kyle can veto anything. He has veto power for anything. He don't like that shit, it ain't happening. It ain't going
Okay,
down.
and with that example, I'm gonna give you another way Kyle handicaps Jimmy.
Okay.
Let's just say Kyle draws a player that says, Jimmy, get the ball to Kittle, right? Your first read, get the ball to Kittle. Who to say Kittle doesn't trip? Kittle doesn't get held up in the line of scrimmage? Somebody having to be in the zone where Kittle's supposed to be? Okay, now, Jimmy, you got to think outside the play. Think outside the coaching. So you can't tell him, get it to Kittle, get it to Kittle. He's not there. So now I got to find something else. So how about just say, look for Kittle first. If he's not open, find the other reads. Don't just say, God damn it, get the ball to Kittle or nothing else.
And see, that's just my thing, man. Like, with players accepting accountability and being responsible. Does he really have to tell him if Kittle ain't there, find another read?
He shouldn't. Not after 8 years. Not after 8 years being in the league.
He shouldn't have to. No, he shouldn't.
Inherently know that already.
He shouldn't have to.
That's common sense. If let's say Jimmy Kittle gets tripped up and falls on the. Listen, if Kittle gets tripped up and falls, you can't fucking throw it to him. You got to find somebody else at that point.
But let's give Jimmy his credit though. These last few games, he has been going through his progression. He ain't been locking on that one man and throwing the ball. You actually see him going through his progression. He look, if it ain't here, I'm going over here with it.
Well, it's funny you say that because
I'm gonna go back over here with it.
Before our broadcast, I watched the Atlanta game that we were at, and I'd be damned if he didn't do it that game. I've watched quite a few games where he gets locked in on guys and he just tries to force it. Like that
but
interception.
But a couple games, the
interception was Debo with it was a forced pass that he threw too high that was tipped right into the defender. How many times are we gonna see that shit?
That's what I need him to start doing is throwing his screen passes and shit high.
That these guys jump up, it tips off their hands. And how many times have he caught interceptions like that? And a lot of times that's because
he got players hurt.
Yeah, because he's forcing it. A lot of times he's forcing it. That's definitely the problem.
And Jimmy is high a lot. He's definitely high a lot.
We ain't talking about the weed.
In the blood high. I mean, like the pass to be high.
He'd probably be blood high too.
Sometimes when you watch him, he'll be like he falling back, throwing off his back foot, trying to throw it.
That's his recipe for disaster.
Yeah, and he ain't got the arm like that. He ain't got the arm strength like that. Guys who can do that have incredible arm strength. You know, these guys can throw 30, 40 yards off backing up off a back foot. You know, he's not one of them type of quarterbacks.
See,
what is this guy good for?
Thank you, Terry Don. That's exactly what I mean, Don, right there. If Kyle comes to Jimmy and says, on this play, Kittle is going to be open, XYZ, get the ball to Kittle, and then for whatever reason he's not there, why you get it to Kittle? Well, shit, he was double covered.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with that because it makes sense. It explains why he forces things now. Now I see why he probably forces things, and he'll force some shit to somebody who's not open. And to me, that's still just not showing good instincts. That's not good instincts. Care what nobody says. Jimmy
reminds me of a youth football quarterback because most times in youth football, the run game is your best asset. It's very rare you find a quarterback at the youth level that can understand the game, go through progressions, has an arm, can think things through. So you say, hey, John, get the ball to Kevin, right? Get the ball to Kevin. Break. And that's it. Nah, Kevin might not be open.
Yeah.
Go find somebody else.
And let me tell you why it makes sense that's probably what's happening. Because not just you might not be open, I think the defenses figure that out, and they'll double the guy that Kyle wants the ball to go to, and he will still try to throw it in there.
That's what I'm saying.
Booyah, there you have it. I think that makes sense. Like, why would he throw that ball in that Tennessee game? Jackrabbit standing clear in front of him. And see, and that's why I said that's still bad. I still put that on Jimmy. I don't give a fuck what Kyle say. If you see a defender standing in front of Kittle, you cannot throw that pass.
Yeah.
Common
sense ain't so common to everybody.
I want to explain something to you guys, not just the panel. And I know the panel, you probably know this, and the real talkers too. But when you see Jimmy go, can, that's not an audible. He's checking to the second play. There's a difference between an audible and check to the second play. Right. I wonder if Jimmy has the luxury to audible, not just to the second play, but to a play he knows is going to work. Because you ask me, Jimmy is the most cerebral quarterback. So that's why Kyle is the way he's with him, because he knows he's not very cerebral. So I kind of got to tell him to telegraph his read. But you handicap him by saying, get the ball here by any means necessary when you got 4 people open. So hopefully they get together, the longer they play together this season, because after this season, it's around.
Well, you do realize Kyle with that narcissistic bullshit he be on. I don't think he's good for Trey because of that. I don't think he's good for the kid because of that. You notice all these young quarterbacks that are kicking ass and getting their weight up are dealing with coaches that are not that don't really have a long history in the league. You know, some of them may be rookie quarterback coaches, but the coaches are letting them spread their wings.
You know, in a relationship, there's always these few women out there that want a man that likes when a man takes control and talk back to him. You know, it turns them on instead of having a weak motherfucker as a boyfriend. You know, they want that guy to talk back to him. You know what I'm saying? Because it turns them on. That's what Trey gonna have to do, Kyle. Trey gonna have to say, Kyle, this X Y Z, this X Y. Let me do X Y Z. You know, they gonna have to do some back and forth going on.
He's got the arm to make a case to do that. Jimmy doesn't.
Yeah, like this guy can throw his back foot.
I don't know.
And Terry, on your last point, that's why I said Christian McCaffrey is Jimmy Garoppolo's best friend for those very reasons you underlined. The high throws, the missed throws in the backfield.
Shit, you don't think Kyle know that? That's why they made sure they got him.
That's why they got him.
I don't know what game it was. It may have been at least one game where Jimmy did what I'm about to say. But Kyle needs the kind of quarterback or the kind of personality, you know, because they hear Kyle in his helmet. When Jimmy say, you know, shut the fuck up, I got it. And then do his thing.
I don't think Jimmy will ever do that. But the closest Jimmy will come to that was tell him that his play sucked.
Have we ever seen Jimmy Garoppolo mad?
Nah.
No.
Other than when he was like, man, you play fuck, man.
Yep. That's it all the time.
Even when he was put second on the team, he didn't get pissed off.
No, but that's the thing about Jimmy, why it's hard to really dislike him as a person because he's not an asshole.
Yes. Hey, Pete Town. Oh, yes. Listen to me. Listen to what we're saying, man. Listen, we know what we're talking about. We watch this team long enough to know what's going on, and we're not insiders. We're not on the field. We're not in the pressures. But damn it, we're not blind either.
Common sense.
And I guarantee you, most times, Kyle determines and dictates Jimmy's read. And that's why I'm saying, if Kyle and Shep, shut the fuck up, I got it. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. Break.
Yeah.
It's going to take a quarterback that's going to go in there
next year.
It's going to take a quarterback that's going to go in there and say, the hell with this shit you calling, and go ahead on that Brady shit. Like Brady would tell a coach, the head coach, we ain't running that. But ain't too many motherfuckers can do that. How many quarterbacks in the NFL can do that?
I mean, you're right.
If I'm Kyle, man, and my quarterback,
it's about trust. He don't trust Jimmy like that.
No, not at all.
If I'm Kyle, and he want me to go to this guy open, and I throw it to the next guy that's open, and I throw it for a touchdown, I don't give a damn if Kyle get mad. We scored. I'm going right back and look at that clip and look how the play was designed. I ain't going to tell Kyle get mad. I ain't gonna care.
Here's the thing. I'm actually going to stick up for number 10. If you disagree with the coach,
it was Nick Mullins. Okay.
Just do your shit anyway. If Purdy is as bad as everybody say he is, he's not a threat to come in. So just do it your way.
No, we ain't making all these Purdy on that.
You that Purdy train real tough today.
Ain't nobody buying that shit. Nobody fucking with Purdy.
Hey,
nah.
They bought
not for that money.
I'm saying you don't have to. If he's as bad as everybody says he is, that should give Jimmy autonomy to do what he sees fit. Because essentially, you have nobody to replace it.
You gotta remember, so Jimmy's also trying out for a job next year. He ain't trying to go out there and lay eggs either. Like right now, Jimmy's stock looking real good. We want to try to keep it there. We don't even go out there and
Dave
hey.
trying to say Brady for president.
Vice president.
All right, guys. So we're gonna move on along here, and we're gonna get into the keys to victory.
All right.
All right. So, what do you guys? We're Rob Robbins. We're gonna go counterclockwise. We're gonna start with Dollar. Dollar, starting with you, my brother. What say you? Keys to victory for Monday night.
Dominate the trenches, man. I don't know how good Arizona O-line is, but we're gonna have to dominate because you know Mosley out, Barrett out, so our secondary kind of got a little small dent in there. So you know, D lineman gonna have to get to the quarterback. If it's Kyler or it's Colt McCoy, whoever plays Monday night, you're gonna have to get in the backfield and make plays, man. Help the secondary out. Yes, vice versa on the offense side of the ball, dominating the run game, so Mitchell and CMC can, you know, dial up them run plays, man, and keep Jimmy from throwing the ball as much. So, you know, that's the keys.
All right, that's Dollar's keys. We respect it, brother. We respect it. Right on. All right. Prince of the South, Judah Great. What say you, brother? Keys to victory for Monday night.
Hey, I'm going to piggyback off of my boy Dollar, and I'm going to say pass rush. We got to get after the quarterback. Don't give these dudes time to throw the ball, man. And then let's control the time of possession with our run game. Mitchell, CMC, 12-plus touches apiece, man. And we got it out with a dub.
Right. All right. It's Judah Great's take on keys to victory. We respect it. Let's give it up to Judah Great. All right, next up, first cousin, Super Dave, the OG. Super Dave, what say you on Mondays nights?
Been mentioned before, the pass rush is crucial. Arizona has given up 27 sacks. That's 3 a game. If we can get inside pressure, you neutralize that passing threat. Offensively, ain't shit changed. Run the damn ball. We run it 40 times like last week. Jimmy should have no problem making actual layups, making fewer mistakes. Pressure and run the ball.
Right on. That's Super Dave's take. Keys to victory. Let's give it up for Super Dave. All right, and next is the faithful of all faithful, Fillmore's finest, Silverado Kev. What say you, brother? Keys to victory Monday night.
You know, it's hard not to say or repeat what somebody said before me, but
of course, especially when it's 5.
Dominate both lines of scrimmage, time of possession, and execute. Just execute. It's simple as that. Execute, man, and we'll be all right. Simple and quick. Dominate both lines of scrimmage, time of possession, and execute.
All right.
All right.
Let's give it up, y'all. Silverado Kev. And I guess we'll wrap it up with me, and I'll have to piggyback from everybody. Yes, let's definitely control the gaps. I think their O-line could be a problem. We definitely want to expose that. Bring lots of pressure. And offensively, we got to run the ball and still stay true to what we do. You know, like I don't just want to win this game. I want to blow these dudes out. I want to blow them out. And I think we got the crew to do it. Yeah, they got a few weapons here or there, but trust me, we got more positives, or they got more negatives than we got positives. You know?
We got to update what Panama said. DeAndre Hopkins is questionable with a hamstring injury for Monday night.
Yeah, well, we'll take it. And God willing, it's a nugget in our favor. God willing, it's a nugget in our favor, man. So like we always say around this time, anybody got something they want to bring up, say it now or forever hold your pizzies.
Happy birthday to our captain, Fred Warner.
All right, Fred. All right, let's give it a round of applause. Fred Warner. All pro Fred. All right, with that being said, fellas. Hey, we out. All right. Another one in the books. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the Real Talkers, each and every one of you, for rocking out on this very frigid, at least in New York, East Coast, very frigid Saturday evening. You know, my damn nose is clogging up now, man. It's cold as hell outside, man.
Hey, cold as hell. It was 30. It was like 35 this morning.
Yeah, it's like that here. E-cold, man. It ain't cold. E-cold. That is cold. E-cold. You know it's cold when you talk like that. E-cold.
It's definitely an East Coast issue.
Yes, sir. So let's give a round of applause, guys.
Hey, I'm telling you.
To the Real Talkers.
The weather in the West Coast, that's the South, it's two different animals. I never told y'all this, but when y'all left the house that morning, I told myself I'm going to take the trash out in the morning. Oh, when I told you, that coach said, get your ass back in the house.
That's that East Coast air, man. They don't play. They don't play. Well, look, guys, let me get this in, man. Let me give a shout out to the crew. All right? That's King Sersky, Judah Great, Silverado Kev, and last but damn sure not least, Super Dave, the OG. The Real Talk 90 Talk crew, y'all. Stupid up. Thank you guys for another great broadcast. And like we always say around this time, stay faithful, but more importantly, stay real, because if you're not real, it makes no sense to be faithful. Also, I want to give another shout out to our partner, Get 'em Boy, Big Lou. Get 'em Boy in the Real Talk. Yes, sir. That's how we do around here, you know? All right. You the great.
Hey, yo, once again, hey, fellas, awesome show, man. Love y'all, man.
Somebody got to
meet Real Talkers. Who is it?
Daddy?
Hold on, that me?
I'm going to mute my mic.
I don't know.
I think we cool now.
Yeah, that was Dollar.
Okay. But Real Talkers, man, we appreciate y'all for pulling up, rocking out with us. Any newcomers, hey, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and Will Smith that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Spread the word. Hey, we appreciate the love, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking out with us. Everybody that pulled up, man, y'all know who y'all is. Appreciate you. Like I always tell y'all, we ain't nothing without y'all.
That's right.
So we come in here and do this for y'all every week. So we appreciate y'all for that. We're going to keep bringing this heat whenever we can.
Yes, sir.
And hopefully next time we see y'all, it's another victory episode. So
Victory Tuesday.
Let's get this dub.
That's right.
Niner gang over everything. And we out.
Peace.
To the Trey Lance haters. Shut up and wait for the next game. That.
Here we go, baby. All gas, no brakes. Nine hot boys, baby. And we weapon like the 80s. Let's go. Santana. Touchdown, Debo in the slot. This is my end zone. Give me everything you got. Defense, hit him with that Cosa Nostra. Quan Alexander, this dance, Nick Folks.